Hello, everyone. I know sometimes it's a little hard to become more active. I know a great way everyone can become more active. There's nothing cooler than a sport and a great way to learn self defense. So, the sport I am talking about is Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I'm pretty sure many of you guys have heard about this sport. It's a great sport. I'm encouraging everyone to try it. I personally did this sport and loved it. I believe everyone should do it. It helped me become a faster thinker. It helped me learn self defense. It helped me become more confident in my life. It helped me with so many things. It really does. It becomes a family. You become a family in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu because you get everyone's help. Everyone helps you out. Everyone just wants to see you succeed and move up in ranks. So let me talk to you guys about this sport and tell you why everyone should do it. I will be talking about the history of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, how it started, my experiences with it, and so on and so forth. So the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu resulted from an import of Japanese Jiu-Jitsu and Judo to the South America continent in the early 1900s and its transformation into a new martial arts style by a core group of Brazilian pioneers. So I will be telling you guys about these pioneers and everything. So who created Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was developed around 1920 by Brazilian brothers Carlos Oswaldo Gastão Jr. and George and Helio Gracie. After Carlos was taught traditional Kodokan Judo by traveling Japanese judoka Mitsuya Maeda in 1917. So Carlos was the first one to start this. He was the one that he taught his brothers actually. So I will go on from there. Then later they started their own style called Gracie Jiu Jitsu. I personally trained at a Gracie gym. It was called Gracie Humada. So there are a variety of Gracie gyms though. Gracie Humada was where I trained at. That's where I got all of my experience from. So then later they started that style, the Gracie style. Then Helio Gracie, the youngest son of Gastel and Ceciliana Gracie's 8 children, was always a very physical for a child. He would run up a flight of stairs and have fainting spells, and no one could ever figure out why. So he was a very weak person, you could say. So at the age of 14, he moved in with his older brother who lived and taught jujitsu at a house in Botafogo, a borough of Rio de Janeiro. Following doctor's recommendations, Helio would spend the next few years limiting and only watching his brothers teach. So Helio is actually the person that has the Gracie who made the gyms. He's the one that evolved with the training and stuff like that. So one day when Helio was 16 years old, a student showed up for class when Carlos was not around. Helio was who he had memorized all the techniques from watching his brothers teach, offered to start the class. So when the class was over, Carlos showed up and apologized for his delay. The student answered, "No problem. I enjoyed the class with Helio very much. If you don't mind, I'd like to continue learning from him." Carlos agreed and Helio became an instructor. So, yeah, Helio became an instructor. So the reason why I'm getting into this is to give you guys a little background of everything. So Helio became the instructor of the gyms that of his brother's gym. So he trained and he's a very good trainer. If you guys have heard of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, then I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of the Gracies. They are a very big family. So yeah, I am under the. So my trainer is called Omar Saloom. He is my trainer, but he has actually trained with Helio himself. Helio has passed away already. So there are many different gyms like Gracie Barra, Gracie Humeda, and there are much more. There are over 700 Gracie Barra gyms. I have actually trained at a Gracie Barra gym as well because I had moved to Texas. So now I'm living in Texas and I haven't trained in a while, but the gym I had went to was the Gracie Barra. It is the same concept. It's the same concept. So it really is a great thing to train. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is. So on Guri MMA, Marcelo Gracie Jiu Jitsu is the number one school. That's another Gracie family member. So there's a lot of family members in this. They all split up and started their own gyms. So that's one thing too. They all have their way of teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So another reason why it's good to train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is for your health. It helps you gain strength, endurance. It really helped me. If you want to lose weight, it will help you lose weight. There's many benefits to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like I said, they treat you like a family. They help you with whatever you need help with in training. When I got there, I didn't know nothing at all, and I'm still a white belt, but they really helped me feel like at home. So they teach you also discipline because you have to be there at a certain time. You have to listen to the instructor. They teach you a lot of stuff. So it also boosts your energy and flexibility. Yeah, when I started doing jujitsu, I wasn't flexible at all. And when I stopped, well, I haven't done it recently, but now I became super flexible. It gave me great endurance. Breathing, it helped me breathe so much better because they teach you how to breathe with your nose. So all that really does help. So I really do recommend Brazilian Jiu Jitsu it's a great sport. It's a great way to stay healthy, helps your mind and your body. Gave you some of the history of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu so you can get an idea of who are the founders of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and how it helped them. So it also helped them because they have great big franchises now of just what they love to do. So if you are looking for a sport, if you are just trying to stay healthy, if there's anything else that if you want to just be a healthier person in general, it's a great way. They also have something called the Gracie diet. So the Gracie diet is consists of fruits, it consists of like healthy foods, it gets you really lean, it gets you really cut. So all that is all that will help your health tremendously, a big amount. So I would say in my experience, it helped me with health. I wish I could still keep going, just that I moved to Texas. That's the only reason why I haven't been able to go. But I hope you guys all try it because it's a great way to stay fit. It's a great way to have friends if you want to meet people. It just in conclusion, it's a great way to stay active. So if you guys do want to try it, go ahead and if you guys are in the Hemet area, try Gracie who made a Hemet. They are great. They'll teach you everything. They'll be like a family. All right, you guys have a good day. Thank you for listening to my talk.